looks again beautiful. I hope you've had a great week. I hope it's been okay. We send refuah shalema to all those who are unwell. I hope all is okay. It was a bit of an ease up this week. We're getting there. We've been allowed out, some of us. I hope you had an opportunity to get a little bit more fresh air and perhaps see relatives and friends, of course, from a distance. But it's an improvement, and slowly. So here we are. You're in for a treat today. The sun is shining. By the way, the sun is always shining. And I thought before we kick off with the actual Kabbalat Shabbat, we're going to sing a pre-Shabbat song. I've chosen to sing one of the Zemiras from Shabbos. Here we go. Thank you, Dovi, by the way. Yom Zeh Yisrael, Oy Rav B'Simcha, Oy Rav B'Simcha, Shabbos Menucha. Yom Zeh Yisrael, Oy Rav B'Simcha, Shabbos, Shabbos Menucha, Shabbos, Shabbos Menucha. Everyone Yom Zeh Yisrael, Oy Rav B'Simcha, Oy Rav B'Simcha, Shabbos Menucha. Yom Zeh Yisrael, Oy Rav B'Simcha, Shabbos, Shabbos Menucha, Shalom Aleinu ve'Yakol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'Yakol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'Yakol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'Yakol Yisrael, Yom Zeh Yisrael, Oy Rav B'Simcha. Shabbos Menucha, Yom Zeh Yisrael, Oy Rav B'Simcha, Shabbos, Shabbos Menucha, Shabbos, Shabbos Menucha. I'm ready. This is a special Shabbat of a double Sedra, Bahara and B'chukosai. Not only that, but we're finishing the book of Vayikra, and we sing Chazak, Chazak, V'nis Chazek. More about that soon. But in the meantime, let's kick off with Yedid Nefesh, the song where our soul craves for Shabbos, and we praise the Almighty. Yedid Nefesh. I'm going to do two songs, two different songs in Yedid Nefesh, both of them in which you'll know. And the reason why I'm doing two is one, to introduce something a little bit new, and one, for the people that say we didn't know it and we want our old songs back. You should know them both though. Here we go. Yedid Nefesh v'rachamon, Yedid Nefesh v'rachamon, Meshoich abedecha el retzoynecha el retzoynecha. Yom oiro samechnecha kemo yayo yishtachaveh emuvot handorecha. Everyone together. Take a breath, everyone. If you're just tuning in, Shabbat Shalom to everyone. I hope you've had a great week. Here we are again with lots of positive energy and lots of sunshine and lots of sunlight and lots of good things happening out there. We have loads of mazel tovs this week, which I can't wait to tell you about. More about that a little bit later. Let's crack on and let's get on with the beautiful Friday night service, beginning with Lechuna Ranan al Hashem. Come on, let's sing to Hashem Nariel and Tzuri Yishenu. Lechon Ranan al Nariel and Tzuri Yishenu. Arbo Yeshana Akut Beta V'Vayma
אשר נשבעתי באפי הנה יבואון אל מנוחתי.
I know what you're all waiting for, but I'm going to give you something different. Don't worry, you still know the tune.
שיר ולדוי נוי, שיר חמדה, שיר ולדוי נוי, כל האורץ, שיר ולדוי נוי, ברכו שמו, באסרו מיום אלי, יום ישוע סי, יספרו מגויים וכבוי דוי, בכל העמים ונפלאי סו, כי גדוי לדוי נוי, והולו מיום.
Just getting warmed up here. Shabbat Shalom to those of you just joining. Great to see you again. Shabbat Shalom. Passing you over now to Rochela with a thought on this week's beautiful Sedra. Over to you, Rochela. Thank you.
And it's thanks to you that he's still got his beard. Lag BaOmer traditionally, Avromi would have taken off his beard, but because of the production on the 24th of May and he has to be Tevya, I've got to put up with this beard. Hopefully next week it'll be off. So this week's portion is called Bahava Chukatai, and I just wanted to share a little thought with you about it. My inspiration this week actually came from my Okada delivery man. I had a delivery on Wednesday, and they're always so lovely, and I always try to have a little chat, obviously 2 meters away, and I asked Mark, the Okada delivery man, how he was and how he was feeling. And his answer to me was, it's all in the hands of God, isn't it? I said, yes, you're right, it really is. He said, well, one thing I have learned is it's really all in the hands of God. What do I know? I'm actually a filmmaker, and I just didn't know what the future is and what's going to happen. So I've decided I had to sort of be proactive, and I'm now working as a delivery driver, and I'm in the hands of God. And it made me think about this week's portion, because this week's portion is all about trust and faith, which we all need an injection in, myself included, big time. And it talks about the mitzvah of Shemitah, that every 7 years the land had to be left. No ploughing, no cutting, no reaping. And this was a massive, massive ask. Remember, in those days, agriculture was everything. There was no finance, there weren't lawyers, it was all about the land. And the people had to have the faith in Hashem to believe that there would be enough for year 6. 6 would provide for 7 and 8 until back to the normal ploughing and fielding. So I think the little lesson today is trust and faith. Just like we're not worried when we go in a plane, or most of us aren't worried when we go in a plane, we know the pilot's in charge. We have to all build ourselves to trust in Hashem and to believe that we're just being guided, and please God, everything will be good.
Beautiful. Lovely words from Rocha. By the way, did you see her last night on the interview? Roch meets Ruch. If you haven't seen it, you've got to see it. It's an amazing interview. You have to see it. Anyway, onwards with the davening. Amazing just to think that as I'm singing here, everyone is huddled around their computers or watching the screens and getting ready for Shabbos. And not only here in London, but I was so heartwarmed to receive such beautiful emails. I have to say I've been very naughty this week. I have not replied to emails that you sent me, but I will. I promise I will. I got some beautiful emails. Even one came in last night from Switzerland, which was beautiful. So thank you for that. Keep them coming, Chazan Avromi at gmail.com. And I
Spelling?
promise I will reply to all the emails. Thank you. This just gave me a little breather. Here we go.
Get up on your feet, let's get this place moving. Humble and dynamite, humble and dynamite, come in our eyes. Humble and dynamite, never shall I stop. Humble and dynamite, we have rest on my bed. They call it and dynamite, all hamayim. Come
God should give strength to his people, to mankind. Hashem Yevorech es Amoy Bashalom. God should bless Israel and the whole world with that beautiful blessing that we all yearn for. Shalom, peace in the home. As Shabbos comes in, as we're all getting ready for Shabbos, I want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom from Rachel and myself. We're about to sing Lecha Dodi. Rachel is going to give me another minute, another breather. Okay.
Right. Hello again. Okay, so the second idea for this week's Parsha is all about peer pressure in our community. So we're told that another idea in this Parsha is that on Yom Kippur, to mark the beginning of the Jubilee year, the Yovel year, the shofar would blow. Now, why was this? Surely they knew that the Yovel year was starting. It was a year which was difficult for people because they had to get rid of their slaves. All the land had to go back to the former owners, and it was a difficult decision, and it was a difficult time, a financially straining time. And Rabbi Frand writes in his book that this was a lesson for everyone, that somehow we all suffer from peer pressure, and the idea of the shofar blowing and everyone knowing that we're all in the same boat and we all have to get rid of our help and we all have to give our land back. There was somehow a comfort in that we're all in the same boat. And he talks about peer pressure and that as adults we really don't ever grow out of peer pressure. If you think about drug abuse, is there anyone who takes drugs who really doesn't understand how bad it is? Why would anyone take something which they know clearly is so bad? But the peer pressure is so strong that it's stronger than their knowledge and their intelligence to know that it's not good. But I want to talk to you about our peer pressure in our community. The positive peer pressure, the peer pressure that we feel when everyone around us is doing good things. I'm baking for the NHS, I'm helping out with shopping in Kosher Kingdom, I'm giving some calls to people. It somehow also makes you feel like, oh, I should also be doing that. So I want to say thank you to everyone for the peer pressure we have in our community to really push ourselves to be better and kinder and nicer people. Good Shabbos.
What a lovely message, Time for some mazel tovs. Time for some beautiful news. There's some really lovely news in our community, and that is our youth directors, our beautiful youth couple, Yael and Ethan Genenda, as you've probably heard by now. They had their first child, a beautiful baby girl. Mazel tov to you, Yael. Mazel tov, Ethan. And mazel tov also to grandparents, Alec and Linda, and to Mervyn and Melissa. Mazel tov to the whole family. A first child, very, very exciting. Mazel tov also to Francis and Matty Sinai, who had a grandson this week. The bris was on Sunday. Mazel tov to you both. And mazel tov specifically to Daniel and Stephanie. Now, I want to tell you also, we've got a fine young man in our community by the name of Jordan Perlman, who's due to be bar mitzvah in August, and he was worried about everyone missing their simchas, the bar mitzvahs, the bat mitzvahs, people having to postpone their simchas, weddings, etc. And he created something very clever called the simcha, the virtual simcha wall. You can read all about it on the Facebook page, where boys and girls and people who have had to postpone their smachot or missed some of them They post themselves on this wall, and it's an aid of charity, and different charities benefit from it. It's a lovely, lovely idea. Kol hakavod to you, Jordan, for thinking of this initiative, and I'm sure your parents, Gabby and Bradley, are very proud, as we all are of you. So mazel tov on your forthcoming bar mitzvah. I hope it happens. I'm sure it will, some way in some form. Now, Abigail, just come down a second. That's it. We've had an engagement this week, which is really exciting, and that is Rosa Shaw to James Elton. Mazel tov on your engagement. That is beautiful news. We're excited. I know you're getting married next year. Please God, b'shar v'mutzlach, that's in the right time. Mazel tov to your parents, to Myra and William, and to Alison and Gary. We're all very excited and looking forward to your simcha. Here comes an anniversary. It's a Pearl anniversary, which is, I think, 30 years. 30 years, is that correct? 30 years is Pearl anniversary to our good friends Tanya and Olivier Levenfish. Mazel tov to you both. Mazel tov on 30 years of marriage. Beautiful. You should live many, many happy and healthy years together. A wonderful celebration. And lastly, to Chaili Feller, our very own Chaili Feller, who heads the Aleph Learning Center. She got put under the 40 under 40s winners in the Jewish News, which is great. This is the 40 young movers and shakers under the age of 40, and she got voted. So we're very proud that she's won that award. And mazel tov to you, Chaili, and thank you for all your wonderful work that you continue to do with our youth of today and our children in the Aleph Learning Center. On with Lecha Dodi, mazel tov to everyone celebrating beautiful things. Here we go.
Lecha Dodi, Kraskalo, B'nei Shabbos ne'kambelo.
Wake up, Shabbos has arrived, everyone! change tune here at Loise Moishi. I know all of you enormously love this one. Get ready, you're going to see a few spins here. Loise Moishi, Loise Kawami, Ma'atish Toichachi, Umatemi, Yeksu, Ani Yawami. That was my exercise for the week, and the only one that builds up an appetite for Friday night for Shabbat dinner. All of you have been pecking at the food the whole day being at home. Rachel, we've got something really good tonight.
Ooh.
Of course we do. Gefilte fish with chrein. Yum.
Okay.
Yum. And chicken soup with knedlich and lokshen. Perfect. Very traditional here. Very traditional. Anyway, as Rachel told you beforehand, the reason why I haven't shaved on Lag BaOmer, just like Dobby has, is that I need this beard for the production next Sunday on the 24th, which I can see there's a lot of excitement about. And by the way, you should be excited. It's going to be a lot of fun and educational at the same time. Don't dare miss it next Sunday, not this Sunday, but next Sunday at 8:30, called Avromi on the Roof, with all your favorite songs. It's going to be beautiful. Now, on to more serious things. Traditionally, at this point of the service on Friday night, we bring the Avelim, we bring the mourners, those who have lost dear ones during the course of this week. We bring them into shul after Lechadodi, and we bestow upon them the traditional words of comfort. And unfortunately, this week, we've sustained some losses, and we've lost members, dear members of ours, and members of ours have lost loved ones, and our hearts go out to them at this time, especially when the levayas are different and the shivas are different, and we extend heartfelt condolences to the family of David Ben of blessed memory, to his children, to Melanie, Janine, and to Nicholas, and of course Brother Martin. We wish you all Chaim Aruch, wish you long life. Sadly this week, our dear friend Walter Hubert passed away. He was a beloved soul in our congregation, and he will be really sorely missed, and we're sending our heartfelt condolences, our heartfelt blessings of nechama, of comfort to you, Sarah, and to Bernard, and to all the family, and may his memory always be a comfort and a source of blessing to you in the future. And finally, we offer our condolences to Moses Jerby, who lost his sister Sarah Harris this week. Moses, we wish you and Salmi and all your lovely family, and of course to daughter Deborah and her lovely family, we wish you all arichas yamim b'shonim. It's a difficult time for you, but know that everyone is there with you, just like you are there for everyone else at times of sadness. And collectively, we wish all the Avelim Hamokom Yenachem Eschem B'soch Shar Aveli Tzion Yerushalayim. May the Almighty comfort you amongst those mourning for Zion and Jerusalem. And as we usher in the Shabbat, and as we light the candles in the Shabbos home, and as we usher in this beautiful day of rest that is the biggest gift to mankind that one can possibly ever think of, we allow the radiance of the Shekhinah, of the divine presence, to enter our homes so that they become sanctuaries, mini sanctuaries, a Mikdash Ma'at, and may the rays of Shabbos candles, and may the rays from our positivity and our energy and our simcha and our joy rain in on our beautiful families and into our homes for this special Shabbos day. Reminding everyone that's lighting candles tonight that Shabbos comes in at 8:31. You cannot light later than 8:31. And as Rachel has said to you before, this Sedra of Bahar of B'chukosai, in it talks about the Jubilee. And at the beginning of the Jubilee, they blew the shofar to mark this year. And so, I am going to do just that. I am going to pull a huge shofar out. Here it is.
In case you're not tired enough.
Here it is. Let's see if I've got any breath still inside me. These are, by the way, these shofars, they look amazing, and they are amazing, but they're absolutely impossible to blow. So I'll give it a go, and no pressure, only a few hundred people watching. Here we go.
As a marker.
This is, of course, we're marking the Jubilee, we're marking the Yovel year. Everyone shout, Shkoyach!
Shkoyach!
And then normally it's
Yiskanda v'yiskadash.
Miss Schulz so much. Miss being able to say Kaddish, miss being able to daven with a minyan, miss seeing you all. But it's great to know that you're all come online and you're all wishing each other good Shabbos, and we're staying connected. Even though we're all in our different homes, we are Am Echad v'Lev Echad, one nation, beating with one heart. Sending lots of love, Rachel, from Rachel and Davi and Abigail and Moshe, all of us here at the Freilich family. Be well, be safe, have a beautiful Shabbos and another successful week. I'll see you next week. Shabbat Shalom from all of us. Mwah!